On this edition of NISA Today, we'll recap Week 7 in the NISA League as we only have 2 weeks remaining in the 2019 NISA Fall Showcase. Stumptown Athletic goes on the road to play a future NISA member in Chattanooga, while Oakland Roots hosts LA Force for their final home game of the season, and Cali United Strikers FC and 1904 FC battle for a step closer for a spot in the West Coast Championship. We'll discuss this, the players of the week, league news, and more on NISA Today. Today, I'm Joshua Taylor. After Miami FC clinched a spot in the East Coast Championship, Stumptown Athletic hosted a pair of friendlies against Chattanooga FC, while Oakland Roots hosted a friendly against a Mexican club to end Week 6. Going into Week 7, the West Coast teams do battle as the 4 California clubs remain in contention for a spot in the West Coast Championship. So let's take a quick recap of the week that was in Week 7 in the NISA League. Here at Fort Finley and Chattanooga, and in the 34th minute, Juan Sanchez, who has the free kick here, and hits the post and is cleared away by the Stumptown Athletic defender, Max Wilshy. Stumptown gets their chance in the 57th minute, but the keeper makes a huge save to keep the game scoreless. In the 74th minute, the ball is misplayed into the midfield as Donald Benema gets the ball and drills a shot towards the crossbar to nearly put Stumptown Athletic in the lead. In the end, the match finished 0-0 between Chattanooga and Stumptown Athletic. It was a packed house for the final home game in the NISA Fall Showcase as 5,723 fans packed Laney College Stadium for this matchup between Oakland Roots and LA Force. But in the 8th minute, LA Force capitalized on a mistake from the defense to put LA Force ahead 1-0. The Roots went looking for an equalizer, and in the 34th minute, Ryan Mash is in the box and takes a long shot which gets deflected past the keeper and in to tie the match 1-1. Both sides tried to get a late winner, but in the end, the match was all square as both teams shared points in Oakland. It was a third meeting this time between California United Strikers FC and 1904 FC, and in the 18th minute, Omar Nuno scores with assist from Evan Waldrop to put California United ahead 1-0 in the first half. In the second half, Andy Contreras gets his second goal of the season with the assist from Gustavo Labos in the 52nd minute to double the lead for California United. However, in the 71st minute, Brandon Zambrano was able to get his team back in it for 1904 FC to put them within striking distance of getting an equalizer. But late in the match, in the 83rd minute, Michael Bryant gets a goal to make it 3-1, and then who else? There that man again, Christian Turgeon, getting the last goal of the game in the 90th minute with another assist from Gustavo Labos, and that puts that game away 4-1, and for Christian Turgeon, he's now scored in 4 consecutive games and his 5th of the season, as California United wins this one 4-1. It's been a tight race out west, and for California United Strikers, they are now in the driver's seat and can clinch a spot in the West Coast Championship with a victory against LA Force. 1904 FC needs to beat LA Force on November 2nd to have any chance at a berth in the West Coast title game on November 16th. Coming up after the break, we'll discuss our Week 7 matchup between Stumptown Athletic and Atlanta SC for a spot in the East Coast Championship. Plus, we'll discuss league news and NISA's Player of the Week. We'll be right back. Welcome back. As we get closer to the end of the 2019 Fall Showcase, the big game this weekend was at the Sportsplex at Matthews in North Carolina between Stumptown Athletic and Atlanta SC. The winner of this game would clinch a spot in the East Coast Championship and play the Miami FC. Both of these clubs tested Miami FC early this season in close matchups. So who will punch their ticket to Miami on November 9th? Let's find out. In this matchup, Stumptown Athletic looks to capitalize on home field against Atlanta SC. In the first half, we had a penalty kick for Stumptown Athletic, and Michael Benz takes it and scores to put Stumptown ahead 1-0. In the second half, Jeffrey Otto gets the equalizer for Atlanta SC to tie the game 1-1. Later, Nazim Bartman scores to put Atlanta SC up 2-1, Michael Benz ties it up again, 2-2, and in the end, Stumptown Athletic gets a late goal in extra time from João Gumira da Silva to win the game 3-2 and seal their ticket to Miami for the East Coast Championship game. And with that result, Stumptown Athletic has now clinched a spot in the East Coast Championship game and will be traveling to Miami on November 9th to play the Miami FC. For Atlanta SC, it is now back to the drawing board as they will now have the off-season to focus on the spring season campaign as they will try to qualify for the NISA League playoffs. On to some NISA news. Could the New York Cosmos join the NISA League in 2020? The Cosmos recently announced that they will not play in the NPSL next season due to the change in the NPSL structure and the new amateur requirements in the league. According to Michael Lewis of FrontRowSoccer.com, the Cosmos are considering applying to NISA for the fall 2020 season. The commissioner, John Pruitt, said they have had positive conversations with the Cosmos, and depending on what the Board of Governors vote next month and USSS approval of the league's future D3 status for the league and for the Cosmos, this may be their only shot on playing professional soccer next season. The deadline is November 1st. The NISA League has announced their Player of the Week, and for Atlanta SC, it's Prince Sadie, who scored an equalizer against Miami FC in their last match in Week 6. For Week 7, the NISA Player of the Week is Marvin Merlano, who scored a key goal to equalize for LA Force in their last matchup against Oakland Roots. And with that, guys, that concludes tonight's episode of NISA Today. If you like the video, please subscribe to my YouTube page and also leave any comments, feedbacks, or suggestions. You can follow me on social media on Twitter at GT Soccer Sports. That's at GTSOCKA88. And you can follow me on Instagram at GT Soccer Sports. Till next time, bye for now.